Welcome to our Homologa tutorials where we explore tips and tricks from Homologa, the global crop protection database. Today we will review registration's MRLs comparison, the reference module for direct comparisons of maximum residue levels and registrations within Homologa. This module belongs to the MRLs comparison module family. This family of modules contains two different modules, registration to MRL comparison and MRLs and active ingredient country comparison. Today, we will focus on the first one. It is important to mention that all accounts having access to this module will include access to all MRL modules as well. This module has been designed to provide the most powerful and easy-to-use tool to comparing in a few clicks, MRLs, and registration information, for a wide range of user types, from regulatory teams to supply chain teams. As mentioned, this is the most powerful module available in Homologa, allowing users to compare in one place MRLs and registrations. All results will include specific product information such as registration number, relevant dates including registrations and expiration dates, full details about crop information and company data. Additional columns will be included for each country added in the query, and the system will allow further evaluation of all relevant details for each MRL's results including MRL's units, crop originals as mentioned in the legislation itself, expiration dates, residue definitions, last updates, and some other additional comments that might be relevant. In this table, you can check all the available fields for this module. As mentioned, an extra column will be added for each additional country included in the query. Feel free to stop the video here in case you would like to check all those fields in detail. Let us jump into the tool and run an example to show you how this module works. Now that we are back in Homologa, we have to go to the Search tab, MRLs and Registration MRL Comparison. I am going to get into the module. For my example, I will use Canada as my base country and I will compare it to three other countries, China, Australia and Germany. I will enter this information at the top. And as a crop I will enter pear in the crop filter. Down below, you can see that I still have my active filter, but I also have two new filters, which are product filter, and when we have a product filter, we always have a company filter as well. For this example, I am going to filter out biologicals. We can focus on pure chemical origin type of MRLs. I am going to go ahead and do that and run this report. Now the system will provide me with all the results that I have for this specific query. From left to right, you can see that I have my base country, Canada, my crop, which is pear and more crop information. Then this is something quite specific. I have trade names here as well. The name of the product and the registration number for that product. We have the company status, the status of the crop or registration, and the PHI. This is all product information, which is something that was not available in our previous country comparisons. Now on the right, you can see the list of active ingredients for those contained in each one of those products that we just saw. We have a column for each one of the countries that have selected. I can see Canada, China, Australia, and the European Union because of selecting Germany. For the first active ingredient and the first product, actually, you can see that the active ingredient in that product is benzovindiflopyr. For Canada, it says 0.2, 0.2 as a temporary in China, 0.2 in Australia and 0.2 in the European Union. I can go and check any of these values. If I go and click in the European Union, I am going to have more information about this value in the European Union. I have got 0.2 ppms. I have the crop originals in both French and English and the regulation in the European Union defining this value. I can see when it was last updated and of course, again, as usual, the links to that particular legislation. I also have this information for Australia which I am going to open to show you how it looks. It is exactly the same type of information and we have the same for China. In this case, the Chinese ministry offers information in both Chinese and in English. We have the information available for Canada. As you can see, in just a few clicks, I can have a perfect picture of what it looks like, this particular active ingredient in those 4 countries that I've selected. If for example I am working in import, export or a supply chain, I can have a perfect picture of what it is about with this particular MRL. If I am moving something from Canada to any of these 3 countries that I have selected or the other way around, I can see if I am going to have some kind of issues because of the values for each one of the markets, etc. This is the power of this module. Again, it is the most powerful module that we currently have in Homologa, where you can compare in one place, product information, with MRLs. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found these tips and tricks for using Homologa helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our latest tutorials. See you in the next video. Goodbye.